Ladies and gentlemen, there is a powerful truth we must all come to accept if we are to achieve true success and fulfillment in life. That truth is this: other people's opinions of you do not define who you are, nor do they determine your destiny. So stop letting them hold power over you. Your worth is not found in the validation of others. It isn't tied to their compliments or criticisms, nor does it depend on their approval or acceptance. True self-worth comes from within, from a deep and unshakable understanding of who you are, what you are capable of, and the purpose you were created to fulfill. The moment you place your value in the hands of others, you surrender control over your happiness and your future. Understand that people's opinions are shaped by their own experiences, limitations, and fears. When someone doubts your potential or undermines your dreams, realize that their words often reveal more about them than about you. Their limitations are not your limitations. Their fears are not your fears. Their doubts are not your destiny. Do not let the judgments of others cast a shadow over the light of your own vision. I remember, time is precious. Every moment you spend worrying about what others think is a moment lost in the pursuit of your own growth and purpose. Every time you allow their opinions to influence your decisions, you take a step away from the path that was meant for you. Life is too short to live under the weight of others' expectations. You were not created to meet the world's approval. You were created to make an impact, to live boldly, and to fulfill your unique purpose. Criticism will come, but criticism is not a measure of truth. Just because someone disagrees with you or doubts you does not mean you are on the wrong path. Seek the truth within yourself and stay grounded in your convictions. Do not let the voices of the world drown out the voice of purpose within you. Fear of judgment will only stall your progress. Letting go of that fear frees you to step boldly into your destiny. Keep in mind, opinions are fleeting. What people think of you today may change tomorrow. One day they may criticize you, and the next they may admire you. The world's opinion is fickle, but you must remain steadfast. Plant your feet in the foundation of self-belief and let nothing move you. So I urge you today, invest your energy where it counts. Pour it into growth, not approval. Pour it into resilience, not insecurity. When you stop worrying about others' opinions, you unlock a freedom that is rare and powerful. You gain the freedom to pursue your dreams without fear, to make bold decisions without hesitation, and to stand strong in your convictions without apology. Go forward, then, and live without limits, without hesitation, and without the fear of others' judgments. The only opinion that truly matters is the one you have of yourself. Embrace your purpose, believe in your vision, and let nothing hold you back. Your worth is not something the world can assign to you. It is something you must discover and hold on to for yourself. So often, people look to others to validate their existence, to tell them they are good enough, talented enough, or deserving enough. But let me tell you this: if you spend your life searching for worth in the eyes of others, you will end up empty-handed and exhausted. True self-worth is an internal treasure. It's a sense of value and purpose that comes from a deep understanding of who you are and what you are meant to contribute to this world. This is a truth you must embody if you ever want to experience genuine confidence and fulfillment. Your self-worth is rooted in your identity, your talents, and the unique purpose you were created to fulfill. No one else can see the potential and the gifts that reside within you as clearly as you can. Others may see glimpses, but they are not privy to the whole picture. They don't see your experiences, your struggles, your growth, or the dreams that fuel you. They do not see the plans and promises you've envisioned for yourself. This is why you cannot allow other people's opinions to shape your sense of worth. Their perspective is limited, and they lack the insight that only you possess. When you allow their judgments to influence how you see yourself, you're relying on incomplete information and shortchanging your own potential. People may try to put labels on you based on their assumptions, but those labels are not your truth. They may judge your past, criticize your present, or doubt your future, but that doesn't define you. These opinions are reflections of their own limitations, not of yours. Perhaps they judge out of envy, misunderstanding, or simply because they do not have the courage to pursue their own dreams. People often project their own insecurities onto others, but this is not a weight you are meant to carry. When you understand that others' opinions are often colored by their own issues, you start to realize how irrelevant they are to your journey. Their perspective does not make you any more or any less than who you are. It's simply a passing thought, an opinion with no bearing on your true value. Your worth is constant. It does not fluctuate based on who acknowledges it or who fails to see it. It is independent of circumstances, accolades, and opinions. In every situation, in every trial, and in every triumph, your value remains untouched. The world may tell you that your worth depends on success or popularity, but these are hollow measures, distractions that lead you further away from true self-understanding. When you realize that self-worth is something no one can give you and no one can take away, you gain a new kind of freedom, a freedom that empowers you to live authentically, pursue your goals with courage, and make decisions rooted in your own values rather than the fleeting opinions of others. Consider this: your worth is determined by what you choose to believe about yourself and by the strength of your purpose. It is not swayed by others' opinions, nor is it measured by external achievements. It is defined by your own understanding of who you are and what you bring to the world. The more you look within to find value, the stronger and more resilient you become. This inner confidence will carry you through criticism, challenges, and setbacks because you understand that none of these things diminish your worth. The moment you start believing in your own value, independent of others' perceptions, you become unshakable. You no longer feel the need to chase validation or prove yourself because you know who you are, and that knowledge gives you peace and strength. Building a foundation of self-worth requires self-reflection and honesty. It requires you to look past the noise of society and into your own heart. It may take time, but as you deepen your understanding of yourself, you become less influenced by external opinions. You learn to trust your intuition, to follow your own path, and to honor the unique purpose that lies within you. This is the key to a life of fulfillment, confidence, and success that isn't swayed by the shifting tides of public opinion. When you stop relying on others to affirm your worth, you gain the power to shape your own destiny. You are no longer limited by their judgments or held back by their doubts. Instead, you become free to pursue your purpose without fear. You step boldly into your future with the assurance that your worth is constant, your purpose is valuable, and your life is significant. Only by embracing this truth can you experience true freedom, the freedom to be authentically and unapologetically you. People's opinions are often reflections of their own inner struggles, fears, and limitations, rather than an accurate assessment of your worth or potential. This is a crucial insight because when you understand that others' opinions are colored by their own experiences, insecurities, and beliefs, you can start to see their judgments in a new light. You realize that their words or assessments aren't necessarily about you. Instead, they're often a mirror reflecting their own worldviews and limitations. When someone doubts you or underestimates what you're capable of achieving, it is often because they have yet to see such possibilities for themselves. Perhaps they've been discouraged or held back by their own fears, and this shapes the way they see you and what you are aiming to accomplish. When you take this to heart, you'll begin to see criticism differently. It won't sting in the same way, nor will it deter you from your path, because you know that such opinions don't reveal the truth about who you are or what you're capable of achieving. Instead, they reveal the limitations in the person who criticizes you. Often, people project their own insecurities onto others. If they fear failure, they may assume you will fail. If they have been hesitant to take risks, they may see your courage as foolish or impulsive. But this is their perspective, not yours, and it is crucial to differentiate between what others say and the truth that you know about yourself. Think about how many times people have limited themselves because they allowed the voices of others to drown out their own. So many dreams are abandoned and so much potential is left untapped because someone chose to listen to the doubts, fears, and limitations of others. But you must recognize that no one else can see your potential as clearly as you can. No one else has lived your life, experienced your challenges, or envisioned your future the way you have. When you allow others' opinions to dictate your path, you're letting their insecurities shape your destiny, and in doing so, you are giving away the control over your life. Remember that most people see the world through their own lens, and this lens is often clouded by past experiences, fears, and doubts. A person who has failed in certain areas of life may believe that success is impossible for others. Someone who has been let down or hurt may have difficulty trusting in the success of others. Their worldview becomes a filter, and this filter influences how they interpret others' actions and decisions. But just because someone has been hurt or discouraged does not mean that you will face the same fate. Their limitations do not have to be yours, and their inability to see possibility does not have to define your future. If you allow others' opinions to become the lens through which you see yourself, you'll be building your life on a foundation of someone else's insecurities and doubts. You will be allowing others to shape the narrative of your life instead of stepping forward with your own vision, strengths, and goals. Instead, choose to ground yourself in the truth of who you are and what you know you are capable of achieving. This doesn't mean you won't face setbacks or that everyone will understand your path, but it does mean that you will be in control of your own story. What people say about you is ultimately a reflection of their world, not yours. And as you grow, you may find that some of the loudest voices of doubt come from those who have yet to discover their own potential. It is not your job to carry the weight of others' insecurities. It is your job to stay true to your vision and your potential. When you recognize this, you become free. Free to pursue your dreams, free to follow your purpose, and free to live a life that is not dictated by the insecurities of others. You gain a new kind of power, the power to see criticism for what it is and to move forward undeterred. This power also allows you to look at people with compassion. Instead of feeling hurt or hindered by their doubts, you can see beyond the surface and understand that everyone is on their own journey. You may even find that the people who criticize you are often the ones who need encouragement the most, as they are battling their own struggles and may be looking for validation just as much as you once were. When you see this, it becomes easier to release any resentment or frustration you might feel toward them, knowing that their opinions are not an accurate reflection of your potential. You can only be held back by others' opinions if you allow it. By recognizing the true source of criticism, you free yourself from its weight and can live a life aligned with your true purpose, undisturbed by the limitations others might try to place on you. In doing so, you take ownership of your future and step into your potential with courage, strength, and clarity. You are not defined by the thoughts of others. You are defined by your own understanding of who you are and what you are here to accomplish. So let go of others' opinions and embrace your own path, knowing that only you hold the vision for your life. When you live your life according to others' expectations, you unknowingly give away the control over your own destiny. It is so easy to fall into the trap of pleasing others, of bending and adjusting your path to avoid criticism or to gain approval. You may think you're maintaining harmony, or perhaps you believe you're showing respect, but when this desire to please overrides your own values, beliefs, and dreams, you begin to sacrifice your true self in the process. Living to please others can easily turn into a prison, one in which you're bound by the expectations and judgments of people who may not even understand your true potential, let alone appreciate the depth of your dreams and aspirations. Each of us has a unique purpose, a mission that is as personal as our fingerprints. This purpose cannot be fulfilled if we are constantly trying to conform to the mold others have set for us. When you allow others to dictate your actions, your goals, and your values, you are allowing them to define what success looks like in your life. But no one can determine that for you except you. Only you know what truly satisfies you and what aligns with your values. Only you can decide what will give you a sense of fulfillment, pride, and peace. If you allow the standards and expectations of others to shape your life, you may one day find yourself living a life that, while it may look successful to them, feels empty and meaningless to you. Living for others' approval is an exhausting endeavor because people's opinions and standards are often in a state of flux. What they admire one day, they might disapprove of the next. What they expect from you today, they may demand more of tomorrow. If you are constantly trying to keep up with others' expectations, you'll find yourself on an endless treadmill, always running but never reaching a destination that feels like your own. Your life should not be a series of adjustments to fit the opinions of others. Instead, it should be a journey of growth, one in which you define your own goals and set your own standards. Consider the energy and time you spend trying to meet the expectations of others. This is energy that could be directed toward building the life you envision, a life that is true to your passions, values, and talents. When you choose to live authentically, pursuing what genuinely matters to you, you start to take ownership of your life. This ownership is incredibly empowering because it allows you to steer your life in a direction that leads to real fulfillment and joy. It is a declaration that you are willing to take the reins, make your own decisions, and stand by them. You are no longer a passive participant, simply reacting to others' desires. You are the creator of your own destiny. When you live authentically, you attract people who appreciate and respect you for who you truly are, rather than for the version of yourself that you may have been presenting to gain approval. This authenticity can create deeper, more meaningful relationships and interactions because they are built on truth rather than pretense. When you are true to yourself, the people who genuinely value and support you will naturally gravitate toward you, and those who only value the facade will fall away. And that is a gift to life surrounded by people who encourage your growth and respect your unique path. There is also a significant freedom that comes with releasing yourself from others' expectations. This freedom allows you to take risks, to pursue goals that may seem unconventional, and to challenge the norms that don't resonate with you. Without the weight of others' expectations, you can move boldly toward the vision that excites you, that ignites passion within you. This is the path to a life of purpose, one that is driven not by the fear of judgment, but by the pursuit of meaningful accomplishments and self-fulfillment. In this journey, there will be moments when others may not understand your choices. They may question why you're stepping away from what seems comfortable, or why you're making decisions that go against the norm. But remember, the ones who are willing to risk being misunderstood are often the ones who make the most meaningful impact. You do not need everyone to understand or approve of your journey, you only need the courage to follow it. Your life is a precious gift, one that deserves to be lived fully and authentically. It is not meant to be compromised or diluted by others' judgments or expectations. Embrace the freedom that comes from living a life aligned with your own values and dreams. Take ownership of your path, knowing that true fulfillment can only be found when you honor the vision within you rather than the opinions around you. This is your life, and only you have the right and the responsibility to shape it. Self-acceptance is a powerful foundation upon which to build a life of confidence and purpose. When you truly accept who you are, you acknowledge both your strengths and your weaknesses, your talents and your limitations without shame or doubt. It means you no longer feel the need to apologize for being yourself, nor do you feel pressured to live up to someone else's idea of who you should be. This sense of self-acceptance allows you to walk confidently in your truth, knowing that your worth is not defined by others' opinions or judgments, but by the value you see in yourself. When you accept yourself, you create a stable, inner foundation that is not easily shaken by criticism or disapproval from others. You stop seeking validation because you understand that you don't need external approval to feel valuable or accomplished. When people comment on your life, your choices, or your personality, their words no longer have the power to make you question your worth or your decisions. Instead, you can listen to their feedback objectively, assessing whether it aligns with your own values and goals. If it doesn't, you can let it go without feeling insecure or uncertain. This is because self-acceptance gives you a grounded sense of identity that is not dependent on the constantly changing opinions of others. Self-acceptance gives you the freedom to pursue your passions and interests without hesitation. When you aren't preoccupied with whether others will approve of your choices, you can dive fully into the things that bring you joy, meaning, and fulfillment. You become free to explore, to take risks, and to make decisions based on what you genuinely want, rather than on what others might expect or hope for you. This freedom is essential for personal growth because it allows you to experiment and discover your true potential without the fear of judgment. By fully embracing who you are, you also discover new strengths, insights, and abilities that you may not have uncovered if you had been too focused on gaining others' approval. Self-acceptance also fosters resilience, a quality that is essential for navigating life's challenges. When you accept yourself, you become more forgiving of your own mistakes and setbacks. Instead of harshly judging yourself or giving up, you can approach challenges with compassion, understanding that failure is a natural part of growth and learning. You start to see that mistakes do not define you, they are simply steps on the journey. This resilience allows you to bounce back quickly and keep moving forward, no matter what obstacles or criticisms come your way. Self-acceptance encourages authenticity, which is deeply attractive to others. People are naturally drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin because authenticity creates a sense of trust and warmth. When you are genuinely yourself, without trying to fit into anyone else's mold, you inspire others to do the same. This authenticity can lead to more meaningful and fulfilling relationships because the connections you make are based on who you truly are, not on a persona or facade designed to please. In this way, self-acceptance not only enriches your life, but also positively impacts the lives of those around you. Accepting yourself as you are helps you to set healthier boundaries. When you are at peace with yourself, you no longer feel the need to say yes to every request or expectation placed upon you. You become more discerning about how you spend your time and energy because you recognize the importance of prioritizing your own well-being. You start to understand that it's okay to protect your time, your energy, and your mental space, and that doing so does not make you selfish. Instead, it allows you to focus on the things that truly matter to you and that align with your purpose. Self-acceptance is also a gateway to inner peace. When you are comfortable with who you are, you no longer waste energy trying to become someone you're not. You stop engaging in the mental tug-of-war of trying to be perfect or to meet impossible standards set by others. Instead, you find peace in simply being yourself, embracing both your strengths and your areas of growth. This inner peace is invaluable as it creates a sense of calm and clarity that helps you to navigate life's challenges with a clear mind and a steady heart. Living with self-acceptance is a gift, one that allows you to experience life more fully and to embrace the journey rather than constantly striving for perfection. It enables you to live with integrity, following your own path and values rather than getting lost in the opinions or expectations of others. By embracing yourself fully, you build a life that is rich with meaning, authenticity, and joy, a life that reflects who you truly are. This is the essence of confidence, knowing who you are, embracing every part of yourself, and moving forward with a clear sense of purpose, regardless of what others may think. People often hold opinions and judgments based on their own limited experiences and perspectives, which means that their view of your life can never fully encompass the whole truth of who you are. Each person's view is shaped by their upbringing, cultural background, values, beliefs, and even their personal struggles, insecurities, and ambitions. When you consider this, it becomes clear that others' opinions are reflections of their inner world rather than an accurate representation of who you are or what you are capable of achieving. Accepting this simple truth can be incredibly liberating, allowing you to let go of the weight of others' judgments and instead live according to your own standards and aspirations. People will always see you through their own lens, which may be influenced by factors that have little to do with your reality. For instance, someone who has faced financial hardship may view risk-taking with a great deal of fear and caution, while another person may see it as an essential part of growth and success. If you allow their perspective to influence your decisions, you might find yourself holding back from opportunities that could lead to personal fulfillment simply because their view is clouded by their past experiences. Similarly, someone who has not pursued their own dreams might project their feelings of regret onto you, subtly encouraging you to play it safe or follow a more conventional path. Their opinions often have more to do with their own journey than with the unique path that is meant for you.